Hey everybody, thought I would show you another way to find fatwood. Yes, you can find the stumps, but what if you can't find any stumps or any stumps that are worth looking at, like that one? Like the Forest Service comes along and they lop off these limbs, all right, to make sure they don't hang over the road so that bigger vehicles can get by. That is fatwood. It's full of it. Look at all that rosin on the outside even. Okay. I already got one down. And here it is. And as you can see, a lot of fatwood in there. That bright orange is fatwood. Right there. That's all fatwood. I'm going to restock my kit with fatwood. And I'm going to cut one of these down and show you. I have to reach way over my head to do it. So I'm going to put you on hold while I do it. But I wanted you guys to see the fatwood that's not hard to find. Anytime you get a broken limb, like that one there, you can cut it off. Most likely it'll have at least some fatwood in it. It might not be all fatwood, but hey, a little bit's better than nothing, right? So let me put you on hold. I'm gonna cut one of these limbs off and I'll show you. Okay, I was talking away and didn't have it recording. Tells you how much of a camera person I am. All right. I couldn't get that big one. I just didn't have the leverage. So I got this one. Look at that fatwood right there. Wasn't a very big stump, but there's a bunch of it right there. Okay. And there's fresh sap coming out of this tree and up here, but I didn't do any of that. I don't know, maybe it's just still leaking. But that one right there, I couldn't get the leverage to really get it, so I just left it. But any of these little stalks sticking out of a tree, like where they cut them off for people to get by on the road, all of those will have fatwood in it. This little stump might, right here, it might, and that one might. And those little ones sticking off of that tree might, and that one up there might. Now I'm not going to get any more fatwood today because I think I got enough. But also when you're wandering around, look for tree sap. Like this, right there. That's tree sap. I have a bunch of it already, but that's fresh stuff there. It's very sticky. So, but if you look around on this side, you can actually see the fatwood on this limb. Right there. Can you see it? Right in the center. Real dark, real orange around it. Lots of fatwood in that one. And probably that one too. And there's some more tree sap. So, and all of that makes really good fire starter. So even if you're in a place that doesn't have a lot to offer as far as firewood goes, you can still find resources. So, these limbs were cut off by a tree company or something just to make sure that they didn't hang over the road. So they just lopped them off with a chainsaw. But they didn't cut them flush, which means all that sap rushed into those limbs to seal it off. And you know, if there's not a lot of stumps around or anything like that, I think there's one over there, but I could go find fatwood all over the place here. It's everywhere. I'm not sure I'm allowed to go across on the other side of that fence or not. This is all Forest Service land from what I understand. But I don't know if that fence is to keep people from going that way or to keep cattle from going that way. Because they do have some ranchers up here. And they have cattle running. I saw some down the road a ways. But I'd cut all those little stobs off of that tree. And one of them was real good fatwood. I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to cut it to the same length as my little Altoids tin. Then I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to baton it down into little tiny sticks and put some in there to keep for when it's really rainy, because we have had some rain here the last few days. I didn't even get dinner last night because it was raining. That's why I was so hungry this morning and pigged out on pancakes and bacon and all kinds of goodies like that, because I didn't get no dinner. I had about 4 tablespoons of peanut butter and that was it, just before I went to bed so I wouldn't have hunger pains when I went to sleep. But there's another stump down there that's about 4 foot tall, and if I need to, I'll go dig into that one. But the fatwood thing It's not that tough to find, guys. You just have to find someplace where they've cut off limbs or something's broke off. You don't have to dig up stumps. Now, some people do, and you can find fatwood that way, and sometimes you can find large amounts of it. But if you're just wanting a little bit to have in your kit to start a fire with in case you need it, just go for a little knocked off limb. It'll work out. It's all good. So anyway,